Hello everyone, my name is Ishan Jolly, also known as the JollyLegend. I am a Twitch streamer and voice actor, and welcome to this video where I'm comparing the Shure SM58, which I am speaking through right now, to the Shure SM7B. Both of these microphones are pretty good, I would say, and it's actually interesting how, I don't know what something fell. Whatever, doesn't matter. But yeah, these microphones both have kind of like different purposes. This one's a stage microphone meant for like singing and live vocals. It's very, very durable. Like, it's pretty much the most durable microphone in the world, I believe. And it's meant for live vocals on stage, being thrown around, rejecting lots of background noise. It's fantastic for that. But I personally believe it can be really good for a broadcast or a live streaming scenario as well, because I actually think the sound signature is pretty good with this microphone. And now switching over to the Shure SM7B. Basically, I only have the one microphone preamp. I'm using the TC Helicon Go XLR. Both of these microphones I've set to 50 decibels, and basically, I'll gain match them in post. So yeah, now we're on the Shure SM7B. Both of the microphones are this much away from my face. That's what? 3-4 inches? I don't know. Around about that much. But yeah, this is the Shure SM7B, which is pretty much like the most famous microphone in terms of like streaming and like broadcast and radio. It's like a really, really fantastic mic in that application. But personally, I'm not the biggest fan of this sound signature like straight out of the box. I think it sounds rather muffled. It's not very clear. After a lot of post-processing, I think it sounds pretty good, but yeah. Personally, I would not use this microphone in my broadcast, in my live streams, or in my voice acting. But a good thing about this microphone is it does like sort of muffle the high end. So if you have like a really harsh voice, then this microphone can really work well for you. But for me, I don't have like a very bright or very forward or even a harsh voice. So this microphone just sounds a bit too dark on me. And yeah, this is the Shure SM7B. And now we're back on the Shure SM58, right? So now I'm going to do a couple quick demonstrations with both of these microphones. First off, we'll do like a voiceover kind of thing, then we will do like a singing thing, then some rapping, maybe some bass vocals, all kinds of things. Whatever I can think about in the moment, I'll chuck in there, edit it all together, and there we'll go. It'll be a good comparison, and you can kind of hear the details and differences and all that sort of stuff. Right, so let's start off with some voiceover. Now we're first off starting with the SM58. Now from London, Rimmel's new Volume Flash Mascara. Unique lock and load formula. 5 times bigger lashes instantly. 0 to sexy in seconds. New Volume Flash Mascara from Rimmel. Get the London look. And now on the Shure SM7B. Now from London, Rimmel's new Volume Flash Mascara. Unique lock and load formula. 5 times bigger lashes instantly. 0 to sexy in seconds. New Volume Flash Mascara from Rimmel. Get the London look. Right, and there we go. That's like a quick like voiceover, sort of like commercial style read. Right, and now let's go into sort of what could I go for? Let's do some singing next, because you know singing is fun. I'm not a good singer, but I like to have fun while singing. And here we go. Let's try this out. Okay, let's start off on the Shure SM58 with a more higher pitched sort of singing. Let's go. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Alright, now on the Shure SM7B. Wise men say only fools rush in, but I can't help falling in love with you. Like a river flows surely through the sea, darling, so it goes. Some things are meant to be. Right, there we go. Now that's the Shure SM7B with more higher pitched singing vocals. I'm not very good at singing, so don't judge me on that, but I like to sing for fun, and there you go. Right, so now let's try some sort of bass vocals, because both, well, at least this microphone is really known for its, like, really strong bass response. So, hey, let's go with that. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood, and a skin and bone. You got a mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. Saying, Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Right, that was the SM7B. Some people say a man is made out of mud. A poor man's made out of muscle and blood, and a skin and bone. You got a mind that's weak and a back that's strong. You load 16 tons, what do you get? Another day older and deeper in debt. Saying, Peter, don't you call me, 'cause I can't go. I owe my soul to the company store. Hey, okay. That was some bass vocals on both of these microphones. Right. Now, let's... Excuse me. Now let's try some rapping. Okay. I like this one from Bout to Bubble by Tech9, so let's go. Tax in the place, everybody get many. Punks better cuff your lady, can't nobody tame me. Blame me for keeping a runny dad rainy. Ladies used to hate me, now they're coming out the panties. Girls in the Jap, pocket full of socks. Got a fat knock, someone don't squat. Down, put it down for the block. Try me hot when you flock, when I shout at the top. You're not Dwayne. I ain't never seen someone scream when I seen with my team with the scene. It must be a dream. Hit the stage, everybody holler. Getting thrown, ripping shows for a bigger dollar. Father, I don't want to leave nobody toothless. 'Cause the greedy in the middle, what I do best. You finna see me in the TV with a few guests. Yeah, we better bubble baby. Get your waterproof vest. Hey, okay, so that was the Shure SM58. Tax in the place, everybody get many. Punks better cuff your lady, can't nobody tame me. Blame me for keeping a runny died rainy. Ladies used to hate me, now they're coming out the panties. Girls in the Jap, pocket full of socks. Got a fat knock, someone don't squat. Down, put it down for the block. Try me hot when you flock, when I shout at the top. You're not Dwayne. I never seen so much green when I seen with my team with the scene. It must be a dream. Hit the stage, everybody holler. Getting thrown ripping shows for a bigger dollar. Father, I don't want to leave nobody toothless. 'Cause the greedy in the middle, what I do best. You finna see me in the TV with a few guests. Yeah, we better bubble baby, get your waterproof vest. Alright, okay, so there we go. That was the Shure SM7B with that rap. Right. Now, I believe I have gone through pretty much everything I normally do. Although I don't think I did any voice acting. Let's see if I remember any monologues from my acting career. You know what, let's go for Henry V, you know? I don't know if I remember it that well, but I'll go off memory. And Shakespeare off memory, that'll be perfect from, you know, my monologue from my drama class that I did, when I was 18, was it 17? Probably 17, actually. Yeah, a while ago. Once more unto the breach, dear friends. Once more, or we close this wall up with our English dead. In peace, there is nothing so much becomes a man as modest stillness and humility. But, in the blast of war, summon the strength of a tiger. Stiffen the sinews, summon of the brows. Disguise feared nature with hard favored rage. Then lend the eye terrible aspect, let it pry through the portage of the head, like the brass cannon of the brow, overwhelm it as fearfully as doth a gold rock, o'erhang and jutty his confounded base, swilled with the wild and wasteful ocean, now set the teeth and stretch the nostril wide, hold hard the breath and bend up every spirit to its full height, on, you noblest English, whose blood is fed from fathers of war proof. Fathers like that of so many Alexanders have in these parts from more until even fought, and sheathed their self from lack of argument. Dishonour not your mothers now attest that those whom you call fathers did beget you. Be copy now to men of grosser blood and teach them how to war. And you, good human, whose limbs were made in England, show us here the medal of your pasture, let us swear that you are worth your breeding, which I doubt not, for there are none of you so mean and base that hath not noble lust in your eyes. I see you stand there like greyhounds in the slips, straining upon the start. Follow your spirit and upon this charge cry, God for Harry, England, and St. George! Right, I actually did remember quite a bit of that. Let's go! And now with a Shure SM58. Once more unto the breach, dear friends, once more, or we close this wall up with our English dead in peace. There is nothing so becomes a man as modest stillness and humility. But, in the blast of war, summon up the strength of the tiger, stiffen the sinews, summon up the brow, disguise fair nature with hard favoured rage. Then lend the eye terrible aspect, let it pry through the portage of the head, like the brass cannon of the brow, overwhelmed as fearfully as doth a gold rock, o'erhang and jutty his confounded base, swilled with the wild and wasteful ocean. Now set the teeth and stretch the nostril wide, hold hard the breath and bend up every spirit to its full height. On, you noblest English whose blood is fed from fathers of war proof. Fathers that like so many Alexanders in these parts from more until even fought, and sheathed their swords for lack of argument. Dishonour not your mothers now attest, that those whom you call fathers did beget you. Be copy now to men of grosser blood and teach them how to war. And you, good human, whose limbs were made in England, show us here the metal of your pasture. Let us swear that you are worth your breeding, which I doubt not, for there are none of you so mean and base that hath not noble lust in your eyes. I see you stand there like greyhounds in the slips, straining upon the start. The game's afoot. Follow your spirit upon this charge. Cry, God for Harry, England, and St. George! Oh, that's a fun one. I enjoyed that. Right. Okay, so there we go. I believe that's pretty much all the comparisons I wanted to make. And you should get a pretty decent taste profile between these two microphones here, the SM58 and the Shure SM7B. So here you can probably hear quite a decent comparison between the sound signatures and differences between both of these microphones, and which one suits your purpose better. Like, both of these microphones work great for singing, podcasting, broadcasting, and all that sort of stuff. And yeah, I personally wouldn't use this one. I think I'd prefer this one because of a slight, bit more presence and clarity. I don't really like the switches on the back of these microphones. I've played around a lot on the Shure SM7B with these switches. I think flat just gives the best sound profile, and just do EQ later. I don't like the way the switches sound, so there we go. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to follow me on twitch.tv/JollyLegend. Anyway, I hope this video's helped you. See you all later, and goodbye.